Hello everyone! Welcome back to City Skylines. Now, where we left off, we had just finished founding New Detroit. And we have set up the 4 districts of actual Detroit, Madison Heights, Woodhaven, and Trashland. Now let's get back to it. Ooh. Our bank balance isn't very good, like the actual Detroit. So, I'm going to go ahead and raise taxes by 1% in each zone. Just to get our budget back where it should be. We set up a snow dump, so they should get around to getting rid of some of the snow soon. They should. I really don't understand the concept of a snow dump. Is that something you guys have in your countries? Because I'm an American, as you can tell by the choices. But we don't have snow dumps. We have, like, they just plow it onto the side of the road. We don't have that. Like, when I was walking home from school, I'd always have to climb over and climb through, like, banks of snow on the side of the road because where I lived we didn't have sidewalks. And it sucked. Because you could fall. Or you'd get cold. Or you'd have to squeeze between a fence. And I had to squeeze between a fence and a snowbank in order to get through a yard to get it was for a shortcut home, okay? We didn't have sidewalks. There were snowbanks all over the place. We don't have snow dumps. That's what I'm trying to say here. And connect it to my life. Woo! A building leveled up. That's right, we're leveling up. The rich people are coming back to Detroit. They said it would never happen, but it just did. Bam! Proving them wrong. We're the best. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just doing propaganda roles. I'm getting paid by the city of Detroit to say all this propaganda to lure in upper middle class settlers to return to the abandoned land that is Detroit. That's my whole purpose here. Hey kids, move into Detroit. It's totally not terrible, except it is. It really is. I haven't been I really don't have I can't really say that. I live near it, but I don't live in it, and I hardly ever go to Detroit. It's just not on my itinerary, you know. Occasionally I'll go to, like, one of the suburbs, because the suburbs have the cool stuff, like Olive Garden. We don't have an Olive Garden in my tiny-ass town. Oh, sorry for swearing. So, if you want to go to like an Olive Garden, you gotta get on the highway and drive to someplace that actually has it. Like Toledo. Or one of the suburbs of Detroit. Heck if I know. If you watched my Dead Rising streams, you'll know how much I bitch about us not having an Olive Garden. Man, I'm starting this session off salty. I should stop that. I gotta put myself back into the proper recording mind phase, which is that everything's fun, everything's fine, negativity is bad. Alright. People are moving in. We now have 1,800 people, which is nice. Soon to be 1,900. We're fairly close to, Boomtown, which will give us even more land and some public transport, which will be nice. Ooh, that's a lot of extra buildings. I'm looking forward to that. I'm not sure where. I'm playing around the mouse right now because there's music in the background and it cuts in and cuts out, and I'm not sure why. When I zoom out, does it cut in or cut out? I think it cut out. And then I zoom in, it's back in. Okay, I understand it now. Sorry from taking you out of the immersion of watching me settle New Detroit. Here's actual Detroit. It's still filled with pollution and gross space. And here's Madison Heights. And here's Woodhaven. We just built a small park there. So that way the people can be a little happier. So that way we can they'll pay more taxes and such. At least I think that's how it works. Maybe they just get richer and they pay us more. Is that... I'm running... Is that how it works? I'm not sure. But either way, I want richer people so we can get more tax revenue. We're getting plenty of traffic up through here. Oh! People are so trustworthy in New Detroit that people are like, hey, did you lose your wallet? I can give it to you. That's just so trustworthy. That's just great. And speaking of great, I think it's about time we settle when the... Oh, there we are. Boomtown. Population 2,400. Nice. And we're going to use that money to build another power plant. Because we're running low on power again. Bam! Some more power. And I think we're going to buy this little area here. So that way we can expand Woodhaven a little out. So why don't we go here. Here. This is a little shorter than normal, but then again I'm trying to get a little denser. I don't want to waste space in the middle, know what I mean? Bam. Bam. There we are. A little more housing area on Woodhaven. Sooner or later I'm going to have to turn all of Woodhaven into like high density. Once we unlock high density, so that way we can get some more people in. Now let's get the water out to the new areas we just built. Because gosh knows, nobody wants to live in a place that doesn't have any water. I know I don't. You guys probably don't. I'd assume that everyone therefore doesn't. Ah, we're settling. We're setting stuff up. We might want to set up, once we get some money, we should set up like a bus depot. So that way we can get a bus route going around. I'll put the depot like, I don't know, somewhere in here. And we'll get all set up. Actual Detroit is still getting new factories. Madison Heights looks just about full. We may have to build like some more commercial somewhere else. And some more commercial somewhere else. Because we're already getting a lot of traffic through Madison Heights. I don't know, maybe set up like a new city over here? Maybe, we could do that. Spread out our population a little bit. But that's far from now. That I can hide up, and I just bought a very sturdy table that I can, oh god, gosh dang it, that I can hide under in case of an earthquake. You should get one too, preparing for the worst. You know what? They're right. I really don't have anything to... I don't have anything to do in the case... to work with in the case of a, like, emergency. Like, we're just gonna kind of hide under our tables. You know, go to the basement. That's what we always did when there was, like, a tornado, risk or anything like it. It was just go to the basement, hide under the stairs. Which, in all fairness, worked because I'm still alive. But now we're getting a radio for the city. Because why not? This will tell people... It'll let people know when they need to go to, like, the emergency places in the event of something bad happening. We don't have any bunkers, so we're just gonna go ahead and hope that they know what they're supposed to do. Because in such an event, I would not know what to do. Again, in just about any situation, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna go to my basement. Like, that's it. I'm gonna go to my basement... I'm gonna hide my head, and I'm just gonna hope to God that everything turns out okay. The only situation in which I would not do that is if it were a flood. Because in the event of a flood, you want to get high, not low. So I'd go and do a bunch of illegal drugs. No, I wouldn't. Drugs are bad, kids. That was just a play on words, which I hope was clever. Maybe yes, maybe no. I'm not sure. If you're in the comments, like, comment, subscribe, and then if you think that was funny, like, comment, and subscribe, and then comment in the video, that was funny, Mark. I really liked it. Hashtag Mark is funny, feed my ego. Jesus, that was a long joke. That was a long joke for mediocre payoff. But okay, here's the thing. We're gonna build some highway entrances here. Okay. Does this go into the city or out of it? That goes into the city, I think. So, you know what? I'm not even sure. I'm gonna wait for a car to show up. And hopefully it'll tell me. Because the highways are one way, and I don't know how it works. Okay. We need another coal power plant. Yup, that's into here. So I'll have to build another highway there. I'm just gonna finish up this now before I forget. Because heck, I don't have anything better to do. There we are. Now they can enter and exit Woodhaven and get onto the highway. But gosh, I need electricity. I would take a loan for it if I could, but I kinda already took both the loans. Which, in hindsight, maybe not such a great idea. But it's too late to second guess myself right now. It's totally not too late. It's totally not too late to second guess me. But don't do it. Okay? Just work with me here, okay? Work with me and it'll be fine. You know what? Since we've got power line, you know what? We don't need these power lines anymore since we've got districts running between. Getting rid of these power lines there. Alright. And you know what? In this game we have special resources. Most of actual Detroit doesn't have anything. But Trashland has fertile ground. Which is pretty good. You know what that means? It means we're gonna start farming soon. Right after I get some more money for electricity. I need the electricity money. Please, oh please, give me electricity money. I want that electricity. God. We need electricity money. I know we have mass transport capabilities. But unfortunately, right now what we need is electricity money. I could totally just, like, pay off this and then take a new loan. But then we'd be creating problems rather than solving them. Bam! There's another coal plant. We've got tons of coal plants. That's just how we're doing it. Pollution? Yeah. Poverty? No. Unions? Maybe. That's Michigan for you. Okay. People want more land for housing. But we also need more land for agriculture. Trashland, you are no longer just Trashland. You are now going to be Trashland and Cornland. Trash and corn. That's your whole shtick. That's what you be. You're gonna have trash and you're gonna have corn. Just like actual Michigan. Just trash and corn. Trashland. How do I tell him? Okay. Okay. Go here. Bam. Trashland. Generic industry. We need more houses. So we ought to expand Woodhaven a bit. We don't have enough fire services out this way here. Which we'll get onto once we build some more houses. Because we need that tax revenue from people moving into New Detroit. That's what we need. Tax revenue. Cash. Money. We need that cash. We need that dollar. We need that dash. We need the yen. Mucho dinero. Yo necesito mucho dinero. You know, I'm so desperate for cash, I'm going multilingual. Rich Spanish people, move to New Detroit. It's totally chill now. My water pipes. That's probably not the best water pipe organization I could have. Okay, yeah, let's rename Trashland. Okay, so trash and cropland. Bam, trash and cropland. Could have named it Crash Trop. We could have named it Trash Cropland, but then that'd have that like connotation that it wasn't that there was trash there, that the plants were trash. And really, that's what we don't need that for Michigan industry right now. What we need is a new Detroit that is better than the original Detroit, which is the current objective. And I'd say we're doing an alright job of it. Not a perfect job, but nonetheless an alright job. Which we're just going to have to hope is enough. I'm just working on... there we are. There we are. Now, let's God damn it. Excuse me. Excuse my language. I am so sorry. But yeah, here we are. Okay. This is all Woodhaven. This is all Woodhaven. This here, Woodhaven. Not the highway, though. The highway, though, that's like... I don't know. That's like... Is the highway state by state? You know what? I think it's state by state. That's how the highway works. Even though, like, the highway near where I live is, like, US 24, and it's named after the US rather than Michigan, I think it's done by the, state. Alright, we got crops growing up. You know what we need near trash and crops land? We could use some more farming town. You know what? We're gonna... Oop. We just leveled up. We're now a busy town. We can do oil and tourism and a bunch of stuff. Instead of naming this place Trash and Cropland, we're gonna change the name to some place that has both of those. What is that place? Carlton. If anyone tells you, asks you, what is in Carlton, just go ahead and tell them, trash and crops. That's it. Trash, crops, and people who are loosely related to Mark, Master Mark. That's all that's there. I just saved you a trip. You're welcome. Oh shit, we're out of water. I guess it's... let's take this loan. And we are back in debt, people. How do we feel about that? Alright. Is the water out there? Yeah. Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. It's connected, but we don't have enough water. Bam! Connect that to the grid. And then bam! Connect that to the grid. The thing is, you want to have your water, you want to have the pump stations upriver from your sewage drainage. Because sewage drains downriver, and you don't want that. You know what happens when you have that? Flint happens. That was the whole damn problem. They decided to get water from the dirty-ass river, and that's how it happened. But you know what? That's not going to happen in New Detroit. No, no, no. New Detroit has learned from the mistakes of the greater metropolitan area. We will not make the same mistakes as our cousins have. Oh no. Building closed down. Let's tear her down. Bam. Oh no. I just got confused in the menus there. Nothing to be alarmed of. Now let's build Bam. There's a firehouse in Woodhaven. They now have their own. That's great. Woodhaven's getting big. Just wait until we can put some, like, apartments in there. We'll have to create, like, a new city because we're running out of land over here. We'll have to eventually create another suburb. Like, up or down the highway. Because if we keep on building so close to the highway, as you can see, it's making traffic a little more. Jeez Louise. Yeah, traffic gets pretty bad when you have that. Yeah, like, look at that. That's our fault right there. Oh, shit. There, fixed. Fixed it. Oh, shit, that highway goes the wrong direction. Does it go the wrong direction? Heck if I know. Okay, so let's just go ahead and build this here. And this will be the one out. One goes out, one goes in. Hell if I know which one is which. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Oh gosh, I just cut the power to this region. Just give me a second here. We'll fix it. I'll fix it. Bam. They now have power again. Carlton is ready to expand, I think. Can people get in and out of the town? Yep, there's the outway. Here's the inway. That's how it works. How does it work? It just does. Okay. Bam. Bam. Now let's get a little more money. You know what? We don't need to completely connect them yet. We can just go like that. And then we'll build some more industry zones. We built some more industry. And now this will be Carlton Greater Area. Woodhaven is still big. Oh shoot. These are all closing down. I don't know why. Why? Not enough educated workers. Okay. I guess we're going... Oh shit. They're yelling at me because I need a bunch of new stuff. Okay. So, next episode, we'll probably work on the whole... Oh, sorry for these pauses. We'll work on all the stuff like that. We'll work on upgrading, getting the graveyards up, getting more education. We'll work on actually setting up some more stuff. And just before we go, I'm going to go ahead and demolish this, so that way isn't such an eyesore for when I come back. And for when people start up and they see all these abandoned buildings and they're like, ah, this guy's bad at video games. And then I'll get really self-conscious. I don't know. But yeah, if you like this episode, please like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, I try to respond, or at least read all the comments I get. If you want to tell me something, tell me it. If you want to watch me do more stuff, check out my Metro 2033 playlist. It's a little different, but I like it. So yeah, see you next time. Bye.